Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we will be tier ranking all the books that I read in 2024. So in 2024 I read 160 something books, I think 162 if I'm not wrong. And yeah, I want to talk about all of them, and I thought what a better way to display and to talk about all of them in a tier rank. So yeah, I am so excited. I downloaded all the pictures, and yeah, we're gonna just start. So this is the tier ranking that I'll be using. So let me just upload all the pictures and then I'll get back to you. So I uploaded all the books that I read in 2024. It is quite a lot, so let's just get into it. So I think before we start, let's name all of our categories. So for the top one, I think I will put lives in my head rent-free. And then for the second one, I would put new favorites. And then the next one, I will put you were almost there. And then these are like the whatever, I don't care kind of book, so I would just say it's fine. And then this one can be meh, so it's neither good nor bad. Then I will add another row, which would be I want to unread it. Let's just get into it. Assassin's Blade, I was not that into it because I didn't really care for our characters, but after reading Kingdom of Ash and all the entirety of Throne of Glass series, I think it is quite an important book in the series. So I would just say it's fine. It's nothing groundbreaking. It adds to the whole story, but it's not a 5-star read for me. And I just realized, I think for my nonfiction books, I will just not rate it because it's so difficult to rate nonfiction books anyway. I will just add another row and just put my nonfiction books over there. Everything I Know About Love is a nonfiction book, so I'll just put it there. The Final Offer. So I read this whole series and I think it was fine. And I read it, I think, second book first and then the first and then the third. So this is like the last book in this series. I want to say is meh. I didn't really care. I didn't want to unread it, but it's nothing good really. So I just changed the pictures because it was square and now it's like portrait. Don't mind that. But now we're moving on to A Little Life. I think A Little Life was, I don't know if it was a favorite or it was almost there. I rated it 5 stars, but I think I want to say you were almost there because it was so just like painful. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it is a good book, I think. So this is a nonfiction book, which is what's so amazing about Grace by Philip Yancey. And then we're gonna go into the entirety of The Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I think from the series, my favorites are The Naturals and Bad Blood. And the rest are like You Were Almost There. I really enjoyed this series, and yeah, it was just so fast-paced. I loved the start, like getting to know all the characters. But with Bad Blood, I think the ending was just, I didn't expect it at all. So yeah, it was really, really interesting to read the whole series for sure. And then I have Matt Haig, The Midnight Library. I think it was meh. I would say it was fine because I don't know, a lot of people love it and it is a good book. It's just didn't resonate or click or hit me differently than any other fiction books. So yeah, I would say it's fine. This is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey, and it's a nonfiction book. I don't know what else to say really. And I have the Shatter Me series. So I think personally, okay, let's just go Shatter Me and Destroy Me. I honestly cannot just tell you what happened in Destroy Me. I can tell you what happened in each book, but not in each novella, which means all the novellas are just meh for me. But okay, Shatter Me was also very meh because it was just Juliet whining about her situation all the time. And I feel for her in the beginning of the book because obviously she went through some traumatic things. But honestly, she was just such a Debbie Downer, if you still say that, but it's just so annoying. And yeah, I thought I didn't see the hype really around Shatter Me until later books. So for now, the first book and the first novella is in the meh category. The Song of Achilles was honestly a fun read. Not a fun read because it's a tragedy really. I know a lot of people like love the Song of Achilles, but I think for me it's just fine. It's good, but it's nothing amazing really. And now we're coming to the Starless Sea, which is honestly a new favorite. Sometimes I still think about the Starless Sea because of how whimsy the world is and how just unique. I guess I've never read anything like it, and the excerpts from Sweet Sorrows in the beginning of each chapter was so good, and I would honestly reread that book this year. Moving on to Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I think from the Part of Your World series, this is my least favorite, but I still enjoy it nonetheless, but I think I would say it's fine. I want to say You Were Almost There is like 4.75, like so close to being a 5-star, but not quite. But I don't really think about Part of Your World really. So yeah, I guess that's that. And Unravel Me. I don't know about Unravel Me actually. I would say it's meh. It's nothing, like it's fun, it's interesting, it's like lots of twist here and there, but I don't know. The first 3 books in the Shatter Me series, it was just fine for me. But then the last 3 was so unhinged. I actually quite enjoy how unhinged it was. But let's move on before we talk about the Shatter Me series. If the Sun Never Sets by Anna Huang. I don't know why I have the book, because I think this is the second book in the series. I read it and I did not really enjoy it. So I would say I want to unread it, like quite badly, because I don't even know. I mean, I still remember what happened there, but I just like, I really do not need this in my brain. Same with Brutal Prince. It was just meh. It was mafia romance, dark romance, I guess, but I didn't really enjoy it either. So, and then we are coming to the One of Us is Lying series. Let's rate them all. I think they're fine. They are so unhinged. I don't know. I enjoy them because they're just mystery and it's really intriguing, and they have Good Girls Guide to Murder vibes, and they're not really that good or not really that bad, so they're okay. And The Hobbit, I think it's also fine. I know it's controversial, but I think a lot of people read The Hobbit like whenever they were a little bit younger than whenever I read it. It doesn't hit as hard as what other people has been saying, but it's a good book. But I don't think it was You Were Almost There. It was good. It was fine. And yeah, I probably would have enjoyed it more whenever I was younger, but then again, it's like most problems with all the children's books that I read. So yeah, same with the Ranger's Apprentice series here. I think it's fine. It's good. I love the world. I love the magic system, like everything, the fantasy aspect to the book. But I think I'm just like 10 years too late to the bandwagon. It's sad, but it is what it is. Moving on to the Heartstoppers. So if I were to rate all the Heartstopper series, I have it all here. I think the first book is fine. And then the second one was also fine. The third one was also fine. But the fourth one, new favorite. For sure. I relate to the characters so much. And I just really enjoy what Charlie and Nick represents really in the fourth book. And yeah, it just hits home really hard. And the fifth one, it was also You Were Almost There. It was good, but it was not quite there yet. So I still would rate it 5 stars, honestly. All the Heartstopper series, for sure, 5 stars. But then now, because I always rate books immediately after I read it, so I'm still in the finishing a book high. And now that I have some distance from the book, I can properly think and digest and properly rate the book the way I would rate it. So I think, yeah, the first 3 is just fine. It's good. It's really, really good. But it was not 5 star or 4.75, I think. And yeah, but the fourth one is really, really good. And then we're moving on to the third book in the Shatter Me series. I think it's fine. Honestly, this is where things started to get really good. I honestly have a little bit of trouble like distinguishing each of the books, but I remember the last book I really enjoyed. But about the novellas that are coming, like Defy Me, or Shadow Me, I don't know. We'll probably leave that to the end, or I can actually, let me just look it up first. So after the second book, apparently there's a novella, which is Fracture Me. I honestly don't know what happened in Fracture Me, so I would just say meh. Or maybe like the novellas in the first 3 books, like in between the first 3 books would be I want to read it. I don't need to read it really, but I guess it adds things to the series, but meh. So Damn Good Advice is a nonfiction. And okay, A Walk to Remember was new favorite. I loved it. I have not read Nicholas Sparks' books in a while, I think. And then this is one of the first ones that I picked back up this year. And I truly enjoyed it. It is not lives in my head rent-free kind of book, but I think it's really difficult to live in my live in my head rent-free kind of thing. We'll move on from the novella from the Shadow Me series because I honestly do not remember anything about them. But let's move on to Abby Jimenez, Just for the Summer. I think this is new favorite. It's not quite live in my head rent-free as yours truly. I can look for yours truly. Yours truly is honestly up here. Just for the Summer, I feel like it's a little bit of a trauma dump a little bit. I love the main characters. They are so unique and so lovable and hateable at the same time. I really enjoy Justin and Emma, but they just do not compare to Jacob and Bianca. And I love Jacob and Bianca so much. I relate to both of them equally. And I love Bianca's character. She's just like so hilarious. And yeah, I really, really love Yours Truly. I think it's a 6-star read and it's definitely one of the best books I've ever read. Ever. Moving on to King of Sloth, I think I want to unread it. I don't care. I didn't really enjoy it. I think I didn't really enjoy the whole 4 books in this series so far. I think in total there are 7. So I don't know why I keep reading it, but I am. So moving on to Wildfire, I think it's meh. I don't think I want to unread it, but I don't think I need to read it really. So now moving on to summer romance. Honestly, these like Annabelle Monaghan's romances are like one of my favorites. But I wouldn't say it's... Oh, I think it was You Were Almost There. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm excited for... I think I haven't read one of her books, which is Same Time Next Summer or something. So I'm excited to read it this summer. Light Lark is so meh. I think, honestly, if I could, I want to read it. But no, I think... Oh, yeah, okay. Honestly, it's not that good. And if you guys are interested, go ahead, read it. But honestly, I would not recommend it to anyone. A novel love story, though, on the other hand, it's You Are Almost There. The love story itself is meh. But the concept, I thoroughly enjoyed and I thoroughly like the world. So it's going up there. It's not quite a favorite, but it was almost a favorite. Caught Up, I think, is my new favorite. I love the love story between them. Do not ever ask me about what the main characters' names are because I'm really bad with names. So I remember the guy's name. I think it's Kai, if I'm not wrong. But yeah. So Surrounded by Idiots is a nonfiction. I think, so let's just put Imagine Me in You Were Almost There. It was really good. And honestly, and Believe Me, where is Believe Me? These are, You're Almost There. And the rest, sadly, is meh and fine. I think all the novellas are meh. I feel like I'm so mean towards Shatter Me, but I think I'm just too late. And I'm too old to read it. I'm not that old, guys, but still. Anyway, I'm still looking. Oh, wait, Reveal Me is also meh. And I think that's it. Okay, My Dark Romeo, though, on the other hand, I want to unread it. I don't care about the book, and it is such a brain rot kind of book. I don't know why I picked it up. I didn't really enjoy dark romance, really, so I don't know why I picked it up. I just have the physical copy, I think. That's why I'm reading it, but I want to wash it from my brain. I don't want to ever think about the book ever again because it was just so horrible. Not being too mean, but it kind of is. So, and then I have Elsewhere by Gabrielle Zevin. I think it's a new favorite. I really love the concept. I don't know why nobody talks about Elsewhere. It's so underrated. And if you guys want to read more from Gabrielle Zevin, by the way, she's the author of Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, you should definitely pick up Elsewhere because it is such an interesting concept and I love the main characters and I just love the people in there and how everything works, I guess. Yeah, so moving on to Queen of Shadows. I think Queen of Shadows is the turning point for Throne of Glass for me, because the first 3 books, I didn't really care. Honestly, I just did not enjoy the first 3. Yes, it's a good foundation for our main characters in the end, but I just feel like the first 3 is just so dragging in a way. So no, I think no, actually wrong. The turning point is Air of Fire towards the end. So Queen of Shadows like the proper turning point, if you know what I mean. So I want to say Air of Fire. Where is it? I would put it here. Let's continue. Voyage of the Dam, unreaded. I got the book from Illumicrate and it sounded so interesting, but it was really meh. And the Magnolia Park series, oh my gosh. I'm gonna get so much backlash for Magnolia Park series, but I think it's meh. But Daisy Hates, though, on the other hand, I think it's fine. So this is the 4th book, which is The Great Undoing, I think. The Great Undoing, I think, is You Were Almost There. And honestly, I cannot find the other Magnolia Parks books. But I have the first one, which is in May. And the second one, I think this is. And it's fine. And this is The Long Way Home by Magnolia Parks. It's fine. It's getting better. But honestly, it's not like... I think You Are Almost There is The Great Undoing of Daisy Hates. But I cannot find the cover here for some reason. So I will just go back to that towards the end. Love Redesign, I enjoyed. So it was Your... I think it's fine. No, it was You Were Almost There. How the King of Elfheim Learned Hate Stories is meh. It's good illustration, but it's... I don't really care, really. But since we are here, let's move on to the Folk of the Air series. So let's go find The Cruel Prince. I think The Cruel Prince is You Were Almost There. The Wicked King, on the other hand, is, I think, new favorite. And same with Queen of Nothing. It is such a hyped book that I thought like, oh, it's not gonna match up to its hype, but it does. And I really enjoy Juden Carden and the world even. It's like, if I were to read this 5 years ago, I would have absolutely eaten it up. Moving on to The Spanish Love Deception. This is a reread, so I think it lives in my head rent-free. I don't know why I love The Spanish Love Deception so much, but I just do. And I've reread them like twice, I think, so far. And next year I probably, or like this year, I probably will reread it again. So I don't know, it just has some chokehold on me or something. Play Along is new favorite. I love it. I love it. I really enjoy the Windy City series, I think, from Liz Tomford. And I think there's 1 book left in the series, which honestly saddens me. But I hope there will be a 6th book, because I just want this one character to have its love story, I guess. So the fact that we're not getting it like officially so far right now kind of makes me really sad, but either way, let's continue. We are moving to Archer's Voice, which is also a reread for me, and I don't think it lives in my head rent-free. Oh no, it's definitely, I still think about it all the time, so I guess it's up there. I guess lives in my head rent-free category. I can really tell from the pattern that it's just contemporary romance. That's saying something about my taste, my reading taste. So Rich Dad Poor Dad is a non-fiction, and then we have Anatomy, a Love Story by Dana Schwartz, and it's fine. I love the like idea behind it, with like the love story between them was also really interesting, and seeing just what women go through back in that era was honestly, it's not eye-opening, because I knew before, but it's just like thoroughly experiencing it through her. It's just different. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Nightbane, I want to unread it. I think the whole reason why I read Lightlark and Nightbane, or Lightlark series, was because of Nightbane. There's this TikTok that, you know, sometimes on TikTok you see just like one-liner from a book and it convinces you instantly, and that's what happened with Nightbane. I didn't realize that Nightbane was the 2nd book, so I had to go through first to the 2nd, and the first was so disappointing already, and then the 2nd one I already bought, so I was like, you know what, I have to read it. And the 2nd one, I get to that one-liner and I was like, this is so underwhelming. Why did I? And now I have the third book because I pre-ordered it a long time ago, and I have to go through and read the third book. So that's that with the Light Lark. But yeah. So, and then moving on to The Fiancé Dilemma by Alana Armas. I think it is new favorite. I really enjoyed. Oh, maybe it is. You were almost there, honestly. It could be new favorite, but it was so close to being a favorite. But some of the things I didn't really enjoy so much. So yeah, that's that. Harry Potter is a new favorite. I really enjoyed it. I know with me saying that children's books, they don't hit as hard because I'm too old, blah, 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 whatever. I'm not a child anymore. I think Harry Potter is just different because I see the hype everywhere in the world. And the fact that I finally read it and I understand all the hype, I was like, this is such a great feeling. I love it. So it's a new favorite. It's not lives in my head rent free, I don't think, but it is definitely a new favorite. Curse of Salt, I think I want to read it. It was, whenever I first finished reading it, I was like, oh my gosh, it was actually really good. And then time has passed and I was like, what was I thinking? It was even not that good. And I think I was just in that high after finishing a book. That's why I rated it so high. I think I rated it 4 stars, but it's definitely not 4 stars. And I think I would have, like, in the middle, I wanted to DNF it, but I think I pushed through and I just gave it a higher rating because of my effort of pushing through, which is, I don't know, I don't think it should add to the anyway, but I didn't really enjoy it, so I guess I want to unread it. And with the Heartstopper yearbook, it was honestly really good because honestly, maybe I should put a category between You Were Almost There and It's Fine, because some of this book is good and not fine, you know what I mean? So maybe let's do that. Okay, I finally made a row. Maybe I should change the colors. 1 second, guys. So I think I recolored everything. So yeah, that's that. Let me organize Good and It's Fine a little bit and then I'll come back to you. I reorganized this, so I moved from It's Fine category to Good is The Song of Achilles, Part of Your World, Hobbit, Ranger's Apprentice, The Ruins of Gorlin, Heartstopper 1, 2, 3, and the yearbook from the Heartstopper series, and The Long Way Home, Magnolia Parks. So, moving on, Tress was honestly very meh. But the fact that I just read The Final Empire kind of swayed my emotion a little bit, but I think it is still a meh book. Meanwhile, Two Twisted Crowns, it was really good. You know what? It was almost there. I changed my mind so much in this video, but because I think I'm so indecisive when it comes to my books. So yeah, let me just continue. Hopeless, this is also a reread. I think it lives in my head rent-free. I think about it all the time for some reason. Celebration of Discipline by Richard Foster is a non-fiction book that I read. Kingdom of the Wicked, I think I want to unread it. I really don't care about the book. City of Bones, it's fine. It's nothing good. It's nothing groundbreaking. Let me rate the whole series then. So guys, I did a mistake. I resetted my tier ranking for some reason, so I will just catch back to where we were and then we can continue from that on. So I think I caught up. I changed I hope that it's still the same, but yeah, in the end, we're just gonna talk a bit more. But I was so mad that I resetted my tier ranking, but I finally added a good section, and yeah, we're just gonna continue from this point onwards and act as if nothing happened. So let's go. And we were talking about the City of Bones series. So let's go to the City of Bones series, which is, I think it's fine. It's nothing good. It's nothing crazy. I think the moral instrument is meh. But City of Ashes was also fine. City of Glass, on the other hand, I think it was good. I really like the third book. Oh, and then continuing from that, I have the Eldest Curses, I think it's called, between Magnus and... oh, what's his name? Alec. I think it's Alec. So I have it over here somewhere. Here. That one, I want to unread it. I really don't care. But yeah, let's move on. It's finally, I added Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. I think that was new favorite. One of my favorite books in the whole Magnolia Park series. I just don't really understand the hype, which is so sad because I know a lot of people love it. And a lot of people will have similar reading tastes as I do, but I just don't enjoy it for some reason. So I don't know, something's up there. Oh, Ikigai is nonfiction. Oh, this I've rated already, so I just put, I think it was in good. So at first bite, I DNF'd it, which means I want to unread it. Because whatever it is that I read, I think I read 150 pages of it. Because I was really trying to just continue. I hated it. So yeah. Oh, and then A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. Let's look for the first book. I think first book was new favorite for sure. Second book was okay. Where is it? Good Girl, Bad Blood were good. I think Killjoy was really meh. And I have two Good Girls Guide to Murder. No, I didn't put it up. Sorry. I am so frazzled by the fact that I reset my whole tier ranking. It was so annoying, but it's okay. Things happened. So, and then As Good as Dead is also one of my new favorites. So that's that. Let's move on to Bride. I think it was good until the end. So I want to say you were almost there. Starless I already rated and it was new favorites. And Burning Bridge was good. I think it was nothing great, nothing amazing, but it was good. Nora Goes Off Script is Annabelle Monaghan's another romance book that I read. And this book is what makes me fall in love with her writing. So I want to say you were almost there. Or even new favorite. So it was in between the categories, but I don't think we should add categories to like in between them. So moving on. Love Redesign I already rated and it was You Were Almost There, I think. Well, I think right now I would say it was You Were Almost There / new favorite, but I think I would actually put in new favorite. Never mind. The Fiancé Dilemma was new favorite. Harry Potter was also new favorite. Curse of Salt, unread. Legendborn was meh. It's interesting, but I just didn't like it really. I don't know. I think it's just not the type of book for me. And then Fangs, new favorite. I love it. I love the art style and I love the little mini stories that they have in there. It's a love story between a vampire and a werewolf and it was so wholesome. So yeah, really enjoyed that. Moving on. So Two Can Play is the audiobook that she released last year and I think it was You're Almost There. I really love her love stories, honestly. It's just so interesting. Graveyard Shift was, it's fine. It's not bad and it's not like amazing. So I would just say it's fine. My Vampire Plus One was meh. And The Situationship is just so short for me to like properly rate it. But I think it's fine. Tower of Dawn, on the other hand, I think it's so meh. I don't think I want to unread it because it was interesting. But it's definitely meh. Empire Storms though, on the other hand, I think it lives in my head rent-free. I really enjoyed Empire Storms. Oh, A Dark and Secret Magic. I forgot about that book. It was a new favorite for sure. I loved it. I love the Halloween vibes and it's just so good. Vengeful, new favorite. I love the continuation. So whenever I finish Vengeful, I look at Goodreads and apparently the third book is there. It was in planning, but it's been there for a while and there's still no update on it. So I'm just excited for the third book whenever it is. So this is Daisy Hates, and I think Daisy Hates was good. Not Great Undoing. The Long Way Home was good. It was nothing crazy. I mean this is the book that I decided where I want to read the fifth book. So I think it was You Were Almost There. And then moving on to the Tattered and Torn series, which is from Catherine Cowles, and there's 5 books in this series. So let me just rate it. The second book was probably new favorite, and then first book was also probably new favorite. I think Fractured Sky. Oof, I don't remember which one Fractured Sky was. Wait, let me look for Shattered Sea was. It's fine. And I think Hidden Embers was fine. And Fractured Sky was good. I think, yeah, it was the last book and I think it was meh. So I think I just say it's fine. And The Night Circus is good. It's nothing crazy. It's not like Starless Sea Level, but I still really enjoyed The Night Circus. But I think it's just too... It's not the whimsy that is my problem. It's more like I don't see the plot. And sometimes no plot, just vibes is also what I like. But I don't know. The Night Circus just didn't hit, I guess. Practicing the Way by John Mark Comer is a non-fiction. Spectacular was meh. I just love it because of the illustration, but that's it really. The Wedding Witch, oh, I think The Wedding Witch was a new favorite. No, maybe it was You Were Almost There. It was really good. I really enjoyed the relationship between both characters, and I don't know, it's not as insta-lovey, and I really liked the love story there. The Christmas Jigsaw Murders, I will not read it. I did not enjoy the mystery at all. And even the reveal in the ending, it was really not satisfying, I guess. And then moving on to Clockwork Angel, it was new favorite. I love the Infernal Devices series. I read the second book now, and I'm reading the third book, and I really enjoy it. I don't really love triangles, but something about the Infernal Devices series, I just really enjoyed the love triangles that we have over here. So, moving on. Kingdom of Ash lives in my head rent-free. Obviously, do I even have to say more? It's such an epic book. It's such a long book. I think it's the longest book I've ever read. And I really enjoyed it. It was such a great ending. And better than the movies, it's fine. Not in Love was really meh. More like in between meh and I want to unread it. But I think it's more meh. Red Rising was fine. Not good, not crazy, but yeah. Vicious, on the other hand, lives in my head rent-free. I love Vicious. Something about Eli and Victor, I just really love the world. I really love the tension between the characters. So, and even like the found family that they have was so nice, so good. And so, continuing with the storied life of AJ Thickery, it was a new favorite. Oh, maybe you were almost there. I rated it 5-star, I think. It was really good, but I don't think I've ever thought about that book since I read it. So I guess that's that. Do Your Worst, though, on the other hand, I want to unread it. Never thought of it ever. Didn't really enjoy it. Oh, One of Us is Lying, I've rated it, and it will be there. Reveal Me was also meh. We've rated that. Dungeons and Drama, I really love it. It was good. Illuminate, I was almost there. It's such an interesting book. I've never read anything like that. It's sci-fi as well. So I'm really just new to the genre sci-fi. Plus, like, I don't know, something about like the way it's formed. It's mixed media and it's just so interesting. So if you guys are interested in reading like a mixed media sci-fi kind of book, maybe pick Illuminate up. Sorcery of Thorns was good. It's nothing crazy, but I enjoyed it. The Power of Thank You was a non-fiction. Yellowface, though, I think it was a new favorite. It was so good. It was so interesting to read. Like, even the storyline was just so mind-boggling in a way. And I love being in, like, in a way, the bad person's POV, because it was really interesting in how she think and how she gaslit herself, I guess, in a way. So, yeah. Moving on, we have One Dark Window. I think One Dark Window is new favorite. I just love the magic system and even the characters, and the love story between Raven and Elspeth was just top notch. Wild Love was good. It was nothing crazy. The Serpent and the Wings of Night was good. I don't know if I want to continue the series because the ending was kind of like I expected the ending, so I don't know if I'm into it, but maybe I'll pick it up one day. And The Tempest of Tea was good. It was just like a Six of Crows, but vampires. Pumpkin Spice Cafe, I will not read it. I really do not care about that book. It was just really meh. It was just no tension, no chemistry between the characters. Just the only thing I love about that book is the Gilmore Girls small town vibe. The Dead Romantics was new favorite. I loved it. I went into it thinking that I would not enjoy it, but I really enjoyed it. Garlic and the Witch and Garlic and the Vampire is... I think Garlic and the Witch was almost there, and Vampire, I think new favorite, honestly. So Secret History was meh. Maybe a hot take, but really did not enjoy The Secret History. Comparing to If We Were Villains, I think If We Were Villains will win. From Blood and Ash, it's a new favorite. I want to continue the series ASAP. I want to continue so many series, honestly. But yeah, I'm excited to read more for sure. The Mysterious Society of Lady Scoundrels, I think it was good. I have not continued the series and I have no desire to continue it right now at this very moment. But maybe I'll continue to the second book. I think something about tea and treason. So it's just this series is a bit ridiculous. And I love how ridiculous it is. But you just have to be in the mood to want the ridiculousness of the book. Powerful was meh. Oh, moving on to Reckless. Honestly, it was so meh. And I was so sad. This is one of my anticipated book of the year, and the fact that it's meh was just so heartbreaking. So moving on, we have The Housemaid. I think it was really good. I really enjoyed the ending. I did not guess it. So moving on, I think for Shatter Me series, it was all just I think Restore Me was good actually, and Shadow Me was meh because I don't remember what it's about. The Unhoneymooners was fine. I think it was nothing crazy. Oh, Normal People, I will not read it. I really do not care about Normal People. I think it was also hot take. The reappearance of Rachel Price was honestly pretty good. So let me put it there. The Wish. Oh my gosh, I think it lives. No, I think it's new favorite. I need to be more cutthroat about what I put up there. But up there, honestly, 3 of them are rereads. So I don't know. Out on a Limb is a new favorite. Oh, Rock, Paper, Scissors. Honestly, it was fine. It was scaring me a little bit because I don't really read thriller that often, and Alice Feeney's Rock, Paper, Scissors was very, very creepy. How to Influence Friends, it was a non-fiction. Let's move on to Belladonna, and Belladonna was really good. I really enjoyed it. Or maybe you were almost there, honestly. It was really good, but it's not quite a 5-star. Long Live the Pumpkin Queen was meh. I just read it because of the nostalgic air around, I don't know, Nightmare Before Christmas. And I think reading it was really interesting, but nothing crazy. And I did not love it or anything. It was just okay. Okay, now let's move on to Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight. So Throne of Glass, I would say it's fine. And Crown of Midnight was also fine. So yeah, I guess that's that. Like I said, the first 2 books was meh. And the third book, which is The Heir of Fire, was okay, but like towards the end, whenever this main character was introduced, it was like the turning point. So yeah. And then Crimson Moth or Heartless Hunter in the US, I think it's fine. It was really interesting. I like the concept and I would love to read the second book ASAP, but I don't think it is like 5-star. I think it was more like 3.75 or 4. The Invisible Life of Ada LaRue is a new favorite. Or maybe even lives in my head rent-free. No, I think it's a new favorite. Finally, going towards the end. So, the Happy Ever After playlist was fine. Oh, I just realized Life's Too Short is over here. I don't think I talked about it, but I think it's also fine. I don't know why it's a new favorite. Anyway, moving on is If We Were Villains is definitely a new favorite. The House in the Cerulean Sea was also a new favorite. The Alchemist was fine. I'm sorry that I'm speeding up because I just think that we've been here for so long. Yeah, and this is like pretty straightforward anyway, so I'm gonna do it real quick. Dance of Thieves was fine. Mile High and Right Move was, I think Mile High was meh, and Right Move was honestly pretty good. So if you love sports romance, definitely check out the Windy City series. So moving on to Impossible Creature was fine. It was also a children's book. It was quite interesting. I love the world, but yeah, it is what it is. I think I'm again repeating myself, but I am a little bit too old to read those kind of children's books, I guess. So Carrie Soto is Back is definitely a new favorite. Love in Other Words, a reread, lives in my head rent free. Last book is Babel. Babel was, I think you were almost there. No, I think Babel was new favorite. Honestly, it was really, really good. And I noticed that I'm missing a book. I will try my best not to reset this, but I'm going to add it. It's, I think, not Life's Too Short, but the first book of the other series by Abby Jimenez, which is The Friend Zone. So let me just add the cover real quick. So I added The Friend Zone, and I think The Friend Zone was, you're almost there. So this is finally my tier ranking. It's quite crazy. Let me reorganize Lives in My Head Rent Free, and then I'll get back to you. So that's Lives in My Head Rent Free. I think top 3 is Kingdom of Ash, Yours Truly, and Empire of Storms. But you guys can tell, I think I really love romance. But yeah, Kingdom of Ash was honestly pretty insane. And even Empire of Storms was quite mind-blowing. So this is my tier ranking of all the books that I read in 2024. In the middle, I know it was quite hectic with me having to do everything again, but I think in the end it was pretty good. So let me just make this into a picture and then show you in the screen properly so you can properly see. You can pause and see what I properly rate, because I know it was quite a hectic thing. I'm finally done in filming that. That took honestly so long to film because I don't know, because of the mess in the middle, because of me resetting the tier ranking, but also collecting all the pictures was quite a while. But either way, I'm not complaining. I love tier ranking them. It was such a fun experience, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And please comment down below what your favorite books are, or in my category would be Live in Your Head Rent-Free books. So yeah, talk to me about it, and I am so excited to see what you guys said down below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.